Yeah.
It's the summer tooth beat.
Peekaboo. My niggas playing peekaboo. I understand, nigga. Shit getting real. Yeah. You know? Maybe I should give up on all of my niggas trapping. Shit, since they ain't hearing me, nigga, maybe I should give up on rapping. Or maybe I should give up on peace and let all the shit happen. Shit, I don't really need a soul. Then fuck it, then everything goes. No condom, no brakes, no going slow. She slinging that weight to the pole. Fuck it, I get caught, yeah I told. Katashi and 6ix9ine, there they go. Wine be melly and kill my bro. Put a hit out on Puffy for pocking ghosts. You niggas is crazy, it's another test. And go angry, you fucking with the best. So don't hate me, cause I've been with my vest on lately, telling y'all to press and how to deal with this mess on slavery.
It's the summer tooth beat.
If I had a dream, it'll probably be death. They kill that boy Nipsey like they kill Malcolm X. Cops kill a nigga, who gon' die next? Shoot up a mosque, ain't no Muslim respect. If niggas was white, they'll probably be set. This shit getting crazy, war rumors and threats. Ain't no getting sex when the Klan and dead. And Trump acting like he the devil in flesh. Throw up a fist if you ain't giving up yet. Don't ever let them niggas see you break a sweat. At the end of the day, they gon' give you respect, or they gon' kill us all till ain't no niggas left. Hotter than the summer, they gon' pick and choose. My niggas on the run playing peekaboo. You, somebody got a gun we can use. I don't kill myself, oh I'm killing you. My niggas on the run playing peekaboo. Somebody got a gun that I can use. If I don't kill myself, then I'm killing you. I'm playing peekaboo. If I die, the world'll be gone. I ain't gon' lie, I am the black stone. Magnetic, comedic, angelic. Yeah, I am the capstone. I levitate all on the backbone and meditate like I'm on that throne. Black coal where I came from. In hollow earth, I'm a mason. Put my compass first when I raise them. Black grave, go to black stone. Black king, I'm amazing. Got a black queen and she's black on. Y'all ain't seen no black cape with black magic and a black savage. Black devils and a black goddess. Spitting all that black knowledge.
Maybe I should give up on all of my niggas trapping.
It's your boy Mason 9333. We're on Slauson and Holmes. There's been a officer involved shooting now. LAPD were involved in some sort of shooting over here near the projects. We do know that there's possibly a deceased suspect who was shot. As far as I know of, the victim or victims of this shooting, as far as the officer, was rushed to the hospital in stable condition. So far, they got multiple, LAPD, law enforcement, sheriffs, El Segundo police, Torrance police, and etc. It just goes on and on all night. So there's altogether, from my understanding, multiple suspects on the loose here at this projects. It's your boy Mason 9333. We're on the corner of 52nd and Holmes, following up on the shooting that occurred last night, roughly around 9-ish. So me getting here, I kind of observed that there was a scene right behind us in this alley where the gang division, Newton division, was obviously behind this vehicle, which is a gray vehicle, looks like a BMW. And upon trying to make a routine traffic stop, allegedly the suspect jumped out the car and began running through the projects. So it being a party going on with different party goers, about to celebrate Easter today, there were tents set up right here at this location. So they had music going, kids outside, a lot of different individuals just cooking and getting ready for today's meal. And apparently someone else decided to obviously engage the officers at the time the chase was going on. So allegedly the driver didn't do the shooting. There was somebody else within the projects that obviously was shot by the officer as they engaged in gun battle. So That person is, from what I'm hearing, conscious and stable, but still in critical where he has to get surgery done. I guess from some gunshots to the upper body. However, the officer not known on where the officer was hit is obviously at USC hospital and is in stable condition, from my understanding, with his family at the hospital. So here in the Pueblos, there's been some concerns about how they treated the families here along with children. Obviously, all the agencies came through here in a show of force with guns and canines and so on and so forth, and they were not able to leave in their vehicle to do their shopping, obviously for Easter. So right now the scene is contained. They just towed the vehicles, and they'll be taking an assessment of how many shell casings got fired between the officers and the alleged suspect in this case. So we definitely are putting out there a gone and never forgotten. So in other news, I want to definitely talk about the brother who was shot on 64th and West Boulevard. Again, a real sad case. He was a well-known military man that was set to go back and do a few tours. He had a family of 5 or more, possibly a child on the way. From my understanding, he was married to a young lady who was part of his music video seen right here on YouTube. Real sad scene, but obviously it wasn't really a big candlelight over this. But allegedly the shooting took place from an argument that ensued at the apartment complex, in which he came to check on a person there, and words got exchanged and shots were fired. So paramedics responded and tried to rush the young man to the hospital, in which he died later. And it was just revealed to me that he was a military man, and that his battalion, or his people in his battalion, is definitely mourning for his loss. And they're asking questions in regards to if there was a suspect who was caught around the corner, allegedly, from that location when the shooting took place. Like I say, when I got there, it was very intense. I could see a young lady, not sure who that was, but pretty much distraught, on her knees, begging to help save the young man and get him to the hospital. But they did put a note in there that he died in surgery. So a big gone and never forgotten for that young man who lost his life. And again, it's Easter, so now you have a father who's not going to be home for Easter because of an incident that occurred in the building, and so on and so forth. So definitely other shootings took place all through the 40s, through the 60s. Anything I've missed, I just want to say to the east side, if the west side could do it, you definitely led the way in 92 riots. When that occurred, the peace treaty started on the east side and led over to the west side. But now the west side is piecing up for the legacy of Nipsey Hussle to be remembered. And in this case, a sacrifice took place. And if you died at the age of 33 and just not too long from Easter, the resurrection of Nipsey doesn't have to be in flesh. It could just be in the knowledge and listening to of what legacy he's leaving in his music. But then now we're finding ourselves in the same situations over and over again with officer-involved shootings and gang shootings and so on and so forth. So hopefully that treaty between the gangs hold, because you can only go so far with violence before you become a demonic force yourself. And most African Americans are not, a demonic force. Most of us are positive individuals and God-fearing individuals. So just hoping that that peace holds, that Big U and a community of others put together. Real strong move from the Minister Farrakhan coming out and definitely putting out there a much needed message in the honor of Nipsey Hussle. You know, for him to have to come down from Chicago, it shows a prophecy, almost like the movie Belly, because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see if you're hitting individuals who are the celebrity status, then, you know, knowledge status could be next, you know. So I think that was a strong move that the minister stood out on Slauson and Crenshaw. It made a statement to the world and also to the police if they do have anything to do with the hit on Nipsey Hussle. And again, it goes back to the footage that was seen in the video and so on and so forth. So I'm Nash Baker. You watching A Million Hits 2019. The resurrection begins and God shall rise. And you're watching A Million Hits. Peace.